Assalamualaikum and hello YouTube. My name is Nur Muhammad from NM Watch, and we are back with another watch collection revisited video. Right, so today I've got basically in this series I am talking about watches that are still available in my collection after a few years. So in this case, I've bought this Rado Kriens somewhere around 2000 end of 2019, maybe in during November or December. So just a few months before the COVID-19 hell broke loose, and we can't go to anywhere except our own country, and even at some worst situation I can't even go out of my house, right? So that is the situation, but yeah, still it is a reminder for me to keep this watch because I've got it at a at a market, alright, a flea market in somewhere in Tokyo, Japan, and I've got it for quite a nice price. And for that memories, I'm not gonna be selling this watch anytime soon, right? So let's do a quick dimension check. So how big or how small it is. This is of course a vintage watch made in 1970s, maybe 71 or 72, 35 millimeters in diameter. You know what, let's just call it a 36 millimeters watch. And because it is using this hidden lug, so the lug to lug is about 39 millimeters, right? So let's just do that again. Yep, 39 millimeters lug to lug, and a thickness of about 12.4, right? So 12.3. And the lug width, fortunately, is using a 20 millimeters lug. Okay, so you know what, let's just measure this bit here, this bracelet here. Yeah, 20 millimeters lug, and a super duper tiny crown at about 4.5 millimeters. Yeah, that's that's that. And how much does it weigh then, right? So I've put it on this. Of course, I do have the stock bracelet that came with it, but resizing that thing is a nightmare, so I don't really want to damage it. So let's just put this one is on the Strapsco leather bracelet. So let's see how much it weighs. So at about 100 grams, so definitely easy to be used on my skinny 6.75 inch wrist, right? So let's talk a bit about the major, the attraction of this, for me, of this watch, right? For me, a vintage watch, I'm not really a fan of vintage watch, but when I see this one at the flea market, I was like, oh wow, check out that crystal, guys. Check out that faceted crystal, right? So I think this is a mineral crystal, and that is why you can see a bit of scratches on top of the of the crystal, but the faceted surface is basically under the crystal, not on top of the crystal. Previously I've had the one of these, the Seiko 5 Actors, which is also faceted, but the faceted surface is on top. This one, the top surface is basically rounded, but the faceted area is at the bottom of the crystal, which makes it looks really, really cool, and also makes it very, very difficult sometimes to see what time is it, right? So yeah, that's the advantage and disadvantage of this particular piece. Right, so the, what do you call this, we call this barrel shaped case. Barrel shaped case is brushed on top, and it is polished on this side, and again polished on this side, and again polished at the bottom side. So I think there is no over polishing happen here. I did send it out for a service because the water resistance is basically none on this particular watch, and I've asked the watchmaker to check the gasket, and yes, he changed the gasket at the bottom of the case back, right? So yeah, let's take a look at the case back later on, right? So yep, and there is of course a crack under the crystal, but he couldn't get a replacement crystal for this particular piece. So basically this water is only water resistance from the back, not from the top. All right, so yeah, anyway, so you can see the dial, right? So dial is in blue, dark blue colorway, and you can see that there is a bit of flaking, right? So those brick style dial, brick pattern dial is basically flaking. You can see the brass surface that is based is on the back of this surface starts to chip out. So even you can see at the Rado logo here, you can see those brass color which is in gold, which for me looks interesting, right? Makes it looks interesting, but of course it is an aging dial, and I'm pretty sure you can't find a replacement dial for this particular watch, right? So indices, apply indices, which looks very 3D. So this is your typical your 70s indices style back then. So okay, and we have that hour, blocky hour hands and minute hand, and yeah, you can see that the different surface makes it look very cool in my opinion. And the printing Kriens, right? So you know what, let's just move the hands a bit. No, okay, so okay, so it changed time. So let's just go out from the danger zone. So let's do the 10:10 right there. So Kriens printed on the at the 6 o'clock, and that Rado applied logo is in again in silver or polished. Okay guys, so sorry for the interruption. Alright, so on the 12 o'clock, at the bottom of 12 o'clock, you can see that Rado anchor logo there, and that thing basically spins, right? So okay, so if you can shake it, give it a shake, and that that anchor spins. Nope, come on, yep, it works. So it moves around, so which for me is very cool. All right, so what's next? The date wheel, right? So the date wheel is basically white and printed in red, which is, you know what, it's unique in my opinion, because you don't have that roulette date wheel, but oh my god, this is very difficult. Alright, so you can change the date, so every date is printed in red color, so there's no roulette style thingy going on here, but yeah, still I don't mind it, right? So good to go. And you can see that the crown is very small. It's still doable though, but and yeah, you can see that we have that Rado logo stamp on the crown. And if your finger is small enough, you can still wind the thing, so quite difficult to do though, but yeah, still it is still windable. Alright, so and the party trick on this particular crystal is that I'm not sure if I can pick this up on the camera. There is actually a Rado logo at the center of the crystal. Let me see if I can show you guys. You can see there is actually a Rado logo, something similar to the ones that you might find on the Omega Speedmaster. Yep, over there. So that is one of the reason I'm not going to be changing this crystal anytime soon. Alright, so let's get to the case back. Alright, so let's check it off. So we have that Rado what do you call this, seahorse logo, Rado water seal. That's not really correct anymore, because yeah, the gasket has literally gone. And we have, I think maybe that is the model number 11020, and there is a serial number back there. So please, if you guys know how to check this Rado serial number, so please do let me know in the comment section below. Right, so basically, like I mentioned just now, this watch is for me, although I don't really use it that much anymore, because this is technically a dress watch. I use if I am to go for dress up, so I would always go for this one, my Ball Fireman Dux Unlimited, because this is a modern watch, and it would definitely endure the modern days requirement. But still, I wear this from time to time, because I wanted to remember that going to Japan just before the pandemic happened situation. Alright, so let's put it on the wrist, and let's see how it looks like on my 6.75 inch wrist. Right, so what do you guys think of this leather bracelet, guys? So I think it suits this particular vintage watch. Alright, so let's put it on the wrist. Okay, yep, that, oh my, I just love how this thing feels on the wrist. Right, so but yeah, if I could resize the bracelet, the original bracelet, it is much better, I think. But yeah, I really don't want to damage that thing. But yeah, still very cool. Okay, so this is I have no idea how many videos I've already done in this series, but yeah, one of the watch collection revisited videos that I think is good for me to just recap what are the user experience after wearing a watch for a few years, right? So if you guys like this kind of video, please give me a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more future video reviews such as this one, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Stay safe and bye bye.